All right, tribe, this is part 3 of our RV rental damage. All right, tribe, so if you've been following us for part 1 and part 2 of our RV rental damage, then this is the final conclusion. This is how it turned out. If you're interested in RV rentals, if you're thinking about renting, pay attention, watch all 3 of these videos. Even from somebody experienced like myself, this could happen to you. So if you have a rental fleet, 4 or 5 or maybe even more RVs, you're going to be using Wheelbase more than likely. Then you're going to have Roamly's insurance backing Wheelbase. They are the one that cover you while you're using that platform. So we're basically dealing with the Roamly, the insurance company. Wheelbase is the platform. We had a lot of hiccups in this particular rental. So I went against my gut feeling. As I did that, this is where it took a turn. Guys, I proceeded to still rent out to this company to this renter because it was the holidays. I wanted to look out for their family and just provide them an RV rental experience. I learned a lot of lessons from this, so pay attention. As you rent out your RV with Roamly or through the Wheelbase platform, they require certain things. Yes, they have their list and rules. I use another platform which is different, so this is on me. This is kind of my fault here. They require that you take pre-photos. They did not show that clearly on their website. I did not see it at all. On my other platform, it is very crisp and clear, and that's RVshare. I will shout them out all day long. But on Wheelbase, it was very hard. I didn't see any of that. But I always shoot videos like this, guys. So I made a pre-trip video of the whole thing because my gut was telling me to make sure I got documentation. So I did that. It's timestamped. That's very important that everything is timestamped. Now, when the renter was supposed to bring the unit back, they were supposed to bring it back 2 p.m. in the afternoon, but instead it arrived at 9 p.m. As they brought it back, I didn't hurry up. I walked around everything as much as I could see at 9 p.m. at night in a dark parking lot. Walked around, figured I had a couple days to look it over, especially because they emphasized the 48 hours, which I did not know, but I knew it was some type of 72 hours like my other platform. So I had a couple days in my mind to walk this over, look it over, get down to the bottom of any issues. And I told the renter this, that I will hold their deposit for about 5 to 7 days. They agreed, fine. I go to work the next 2 days. On the 3rd day, so we're past 48 hours, I'm cleaning it out for a long-term rental. This is where I noticed the damage. I go walk outside the camper, headed inside. As I look down at the corner, as you saw in my previous videos and photos, I see the scuff mark. I see where it's coming apart at the seams where they had hit something accidentally. Who knows? They denied it. And then from there, we went on with the claim. Roamly wanted me to submit my pre-photos from before the trip. I told them I did not have it. I had the video, timestamp, sent it over, had a gut feeling. They wanted photos post-trip within 48 hours. I told them I'm 100% sure I don't have any photos, but I will look through. I have the photos of the damage when I found the damage. And they said that will not work. You need 48 hours timestamp. That's it. It ends right there. So I went through my photo reels and I noticed that I had an Instagram reel that I made. Guys, I had an Instagram reel that I made showing the RV. And as I came by shooting that B-roll, that video, I noticed in the corner that you could see the white scuff mark, but you couldn't quite see the damage all the way. So, but at least you had the scuff mark and another scuff mark from the same trip. Guys, I had to find that video. They still find a way to throw that out. They said, you can't see it clear enough. You can see the scuff mark. I told them where to freeze it, how to lighten it up. I even sent them that clip with all those details in there. They said, okay, you couldn't see it clear enough, but this is where they got me. They told me, if you took over the keys, that is where the RV rental insurance ends. So soon as you grab the keys back from any renter and you assume possession of it, your RV insurance ends. I'm sorry, your RV insurance ends. So the fact that we met in the parking lot, they had traveled 8 hours, me thinking, okay, the best of these renters, I decided to get them out of there. So I walked around. It was a dark parking lot, 9 p.m. at night. I walked around, didn't notice anything immediately. Figured I had a couple days, like I told you, thinking in my head from my other platforms, even them mentioning the 48 hours, stuff like that. No, this is the loophole. This is the little details that they put in there. Once you take the keys, Roamly does not assume any damage anymore. It is on you. So I had to find every single thing that was possibly wrong with that RV, even though renters try to hide it. Airbnbs, they do this. Your renters, if you run rental homes like we do, they will hide damage, guys. Who wants to dish out a deposit when they don't have to? Nobody. Not a lot of people are honest either. So as I found the damage, submitted everything, it still wasn't good enough, and it still wouldn't be good enough because they said as soon as you took the keys in the parking lot and you didn't report the damage or notice it then, you could have been at fault, which they're 100% true. A owner could be at fault. But guys, you got to have some type of buffer. So I don't know if I'm right, if I'm wrong, if they're right, I don't know. Please let me know down in the comments. So what basically happened with this one is they would not cover us. They would not cover us. I could try to argue a little bit further. I'm going to have to try to patch it up, get the work done myself, but I'm out of pocket. Damage from a gut feeling that I knew and felt and saw the red flags from doing it so long. All I would advise you is to make sure you find any damage. If you want to do like that, if you want to allow people to tow, find the damage right then. Take your time. It's not going to be great for customer satisfaction, but you got to do what you got to do to protect you. What I normally do, what I always usually do 99.9% of the time is I don't allow any towing at all, guys. I do all delivery. You get a more add-on bonus fee. It's better for business. So I would suggest that you do a lot of delivery. You get very good at it. And if you absolutely have to allow towing, and that's where I was at, I still had to absolutely allow them to tow this one because I had the other unit being occupied. It still cost me. It still was a mistake that was kind of my fault, me going against my gut feeling, but I felt like Roamly should take better care of their renters, their owners of these units, because if they get damaged, they're going to have less on the market. So my first time using them, not great. I would not suggest using them. I would push you towards rvshare if possible. And I had several claims with rvshare, and everyone is spot on, quick as possible, money in my account within days, an adjuster, everything, guys. Hopefully I can help you out make a decision or just clear up some details with this video, guys. If you're going to rent out, read that fine print. And even if you read it, look for the loopholes. How can they get you? So I'm just explaining this one blatant to you. Even if you had the photos, even if you did all this stuff, even if I had the photos within 48 hours, even if I took them the next day, when I took the keys that night, the blame is put on me, guys. Even if I took 100 photos the next day, within 24 hours, they would try to put it back on me because I assumed possession of it and I didn't find the damage then. You get what I'm saying? Is that right or wrong? Let me know down in the comments. If you would, smash subscribe. Check us out on TikTok, Instagram, and of course, hit that subscribe and thumbs up button, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.